Bitcoin price is lower today and off 35% for the year so far. According to a new survey from Mizuho, the average investor's Bitcoin cost basis is $21,000 a coin. And so as prices near that level, is Bitcoin approaching a tipping point? And what does that mean for names like Coinbase? Joining us now is Dan Dolev, senior analyst at Mizuho Americas. Dan, why don't you tell us the results of the survey and what that cost basis of 21,000 means for the typical investor in
hey, thanks
coins.
for
in Bitcoin.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you for having me on the show again. Look, so we did a survey. This is actually the second time we revisit the survey, and the results are remarkably consistent. The average cost basis for sort of the median or the average Coinbase investors for Bitcoin is about $21,000. Those results are consistent across surveys. What it means is, if you look at the distribution, it means that right now about 30% of investors, once it goes below 30, are below water. When you get to 21, 50% of investors are going to be below water. So it's sort of that's kind of that, I think, well, the tipping point at which people are starting to think, wait, what am I going to do with my Bitcoin? Am I going to stay or am I going to leave? But what it means for Coinbase, just to answer your question, it means that as it goes down, it kind of makes people's excitement to continue to invest in this, I think, come down. So it sort of reduces the engagement on Coinbase as Bitcoin comes down.
And so Coinbase, even though up today by $2.80, you would expect if Bitcoin continues to slide as it has over the past several months, that Coinbase would slide with it.
Exactly. And it just loses its luster, right? So it becomes, a self-fulfilling prophecy. Remember, like a lot of the stuff that's traded on Coinbase is not just Bitcoin, right? There's Ethereum and there's, dozens, if not more, of alternative coins, right? So this is kind of Bitcoin is sort of the last man standing here once we've seen, what happened with the other cryptocurrencies.
What about the other exchanges? What about other exchanges that do business in cryptocurrencies? Will they be similarly affected, and will there be a great consolidation among them?
So I think that's a great question. And, we cover Robinhood, and I can tell you that I'm more bullish on Robinhood than, and I'm more concerned about Coinbase. And the reason for that is because A, they don't charge fees, and B, they're more diversified. So I think if you're a pure play crypto exchange that makes that where you make your money on an overpriced retail transaction rate, which is kind of what Coinbase is, I think your future isn't as bright as your past, and I think that's what we're seeing. So if you have any of these other exchanges, I don't cover them. Most of them are private. That if that's how they make their money, I would be worried about that.
Is the decline generally in the cryptocurrencies a reflection of risk off? In other words, people just don't want to be in assets where they perceive high volatility, high risk, or is it something more fundamental, existential?
I think it's probably the latter. I think they're, the people's understanding that, I think we've always, thought about this. And I think Warren Buffett was the first to say that these are not productive assets. So I think fundamental, existential, the questioning on what are we actually doing here? We're trading, all these alternative coins that have no intrinsic value other than what people think they are. And I think that as this understanding trickles through, there's less and less excitement about some of these things. So I would go with the latter.
Well, I got to say, I'm surprised that you go with the latter, which is the more sort of, a sort of extreme case there in the way I put it. We'll have to have you back and debate that because I know that some of the social media are probably lighting up now with that. But Dan, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Dan Dolev, Mizuho Americas.